Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Howler for an hour. We're starting off today with something pretty chill. This is Caravan SandWitch. This is a game I would call as a cozy post-apocalypse game, where we are on a planet that has basically seen an apocalypse of some sort. It's been mostly deserted. There's still a few people around, and people are just kind of chilling and hanging out and vibing. It's a real vibe of a game. I've checked out the demo for this actually on my own time just because I was curious about this game, and I'm happy to receive a full review key as well. So I know a little bit about this game already, which is unusual for Howlers. Usually I go in completely blind, but that's not bad, really. I can say right off the bat, if you like games of kind of a road trip vibe, this game might be something you want to watch. You might like this one. You might like this one. Of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner, but of course need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether the lurker or talk, think about doing so because it does help out, and we'd honestly love to have you. Thank you for those of you who are coming by, and I hope you can stick around for a while. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool merch. Links in the description, you can check them out at your leisure. Let's go ahead and start this up. Oh, okay. It did not save my demo file. This is fine. I would have restarted anyways. So, let us begin. The demo did kind of just drop you in midway. So, like, I could tell there was an intro that the demo didn't have. So now I get to see what the intro is. Let's see. I still can't believe it. I've just received a distress signal from my sister Garance's spaceship. The thing is, she disappeared more than 6 years ago. The distress signal seems to have come from her whole planet, Sigalo. That's also where she was seen for the last time. I must go back there. I need answers. Sigalo, I'm coming. Ooh. Space station. It's been 87 years. No, I don't think it's been that long. I think we'd be too old to go to Sigalo if it was 87 years since then. Oh. Okay. Some space noises out there. Quick, my train is on the other side of the space station. Wait, first we gotta look at the Cyber Sun. The Helios project is still not over. I don't know what that is. That's quite a sun, though, or a station of some sort. Yeah, this place is really not maintained anymore. Yeah, Sigalo's interplanetary station. So it's a station above Sigalo. As you could tell, Sigalo isn't doing too well. I mean, take a look at it. It's basically, it's basically a sand planet, as you could tell. Sandwich, after all. But I guess the station itself is in poor condition as well. So what we got, we can run, we can jump, and that is all we can do for now. Where do I go? How did I get lost already? Let's see here. Oh yes, I pulled the switch. Silly me. Space. Wait, no witches? Don't worry, we'll probably see witches or something. That's why we use a log in a toaster here. So retro. Here's toaster. Where are you? What's this note I found in your room? You're going back to Sigalo just like that? I'm calling Dad. This is not going to happen. No way. Do not get on that train. Active post. Oh, okay. So, I guess we didn't really tell them. And here's the emergency message from our sister, Garance. You are emergency contact from Moscow, Garance. This automatic message has been sent from the network of the planet Sigalo. The spaceship resident of Moscow, Garance is in a critical state. Garance, but that's impossible. So yeah, our sister's been missing for 6 years, and suddenly we get an emergency distress call from her spaceship. That would make anybody want to investigate, right? Also, Toaster is the social network of this universe. It's probably better than Twitter. And no, I won't call it X. Also, it's worth noting that they have these siblings had two fathers, Dad and Pop. That's kind of neat. What's this? Snack bar. Looks like it can be eaten. Ooh. Synthetic cereal. My favorite type of cereal, synthetic flavor. It's my lucky day. Synthetic. Who can forget their bag here? Nobody ever comes to the station. Yeah, this place feels like a ghost town. I think I gotta look for secrets now. Well, I mean, there's not that many places to look, but... So, as you can tell, probably already off the bat, this game has a bit of a vibe. I recognize this advert. Oh, Puppo. It was already there when I left 6 years ago. The adverts have not changed. Listen, you know a place is doing poorly if their display ads haven't changed in 6 years. That is like a surefire sign that, no, this place is dead. That's when Trista first came out. I can't do without it now. Everybody uses it to keep in touch with each other. She unfortunately is a Twitter socialite. Welcome to the Space Station. Thank you, little vroom vroom vehicle. Hi. You're the second person this year to come here. That's okay, that means there'll be no crowds. But what are you doing here? I am a transport robot, but I managed to escape from Sigalo. Oh, good work, buddy. Wicked. Alright, so what's next for you? Not a lot, but I am an illegal and administrative vacuum. I think for now I'm going to hang around here for a bit. Good luck to you. Yay, robot. Puppo's best ad. That's the thing. You don't need to replace Puppo ad because it's Puppo ad. Darn, my ticket. I can't be bothered to pay. Nobody's even looked after this place. The barrier's open. There's no one around to stop me. We can't vault, I don't believe. Well, we can, but only very specific places. That looks dangerous, I just realized. Like, can I just jump into space? Trap, there's the train. There it is. Surprised the train even runs, given how dead everything is. God, this dust is everywhere. Jump and leap across precipices. Is there a secret down here? Nope. I love a little announcement speaker that I can't understand going on in the background. It's okay, Charm. Nobody will hear you scream. That's fair. We only can climb on yellow. Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point. It's kind of like oh man, what's that parkour game that had colors be defined as parkour points? Mirror's Edge. That's it. Man, that's one hell of a drill. Look at the size of this drill. If I armed myself with this drill, nobody would stop me. Even if it's just a power drill, it's like massive. Yellow's the universal climbing color of modern games. Any modern game does that now. I guess it's kind of obvious I don't play enough modern games. Well, I did notice it, but... yeah. I'm almost there! Obviously, I'm not rushing because I find it more fun to dawdle. Okay. But it's still so dangerous, you can just fall off. Hello, Rose? Bloody signal jammers. Hi. Oh. Nifla? Nifla? Saj, is that you? The one and only. You've changed a lot in 6 years. It's been a long time since you've been back in Sigalo. No kidding. What are you doing here? Did you go to school at the same time as my sister? Gave up. But anyway, have you also not been able to contact Sigalo? What do you mean? There's a signal jammer in the village. It's a piece of old consortium tech that cuts off all communications. People give me a shopping list since you can't even order anything anymore. So everything's just been cut off, even the distress signals? Ah, there's a train whistle. Drat, the packages. Quick, help me get them in. Alright. You've changed a lot. Consumer report ad starts playing. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, that's true, Sirio. It's good to have some site. Site posting's not bad. By no means. If you can't tell from the song, this game is French. Welcome back, ad breakers. We just vibe to a French song and light on the planet. Not really something to write home about, but I'll never get sick of the countryside. Okay, Neffel. I have done some thinking during the ride. I need to tell you something. Don't panic. Okay, I hear you. I received a distress signal from Garance. Ah, yeah, of course you did. That's impossible. I'm her emergency contacts. Her spaceship's in a critical state. Garance is dead. Or disappeared, and she doesn't want to be found. Anyway, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I know this means a lot to you. You don't understand. Neffel, you gotta help me. I cannot believe that Garance is still alive. After all these years. This came from her spaceship, and if we find it, we'll surely get some answers. Like, what's that noise? Ah, that must be Rose. Let's see what's happening. I'm on my way. Rose, I hope no harm has come to her. I gotta go see her. First, though, is there any goodies on the train that people... There's a lot of left luggage. So people just, like, abandon their luggage and nobody travels anymore? Man, like, free luggage, then. Who knows what's in there? I mean, if this place has been basically not visited in 6 years, who knows? Maybe there's a bag of beef jerky that is so expired that it's probably a biohazard. You don't know what you'll find. See the Tarrasque storm on your journey? Yeah, that. That thing over there. Can't look out of here. Hold on. Oh, she really made a mess of herself. Yeah, so that giant-ass storm over there is, I presume, part of the apocalypticness of this area. Of this planet. At that point, it's tomb plundering mystery beef. Yeah, probably. Game sure say there's a lot of characters that don't have much backstory. Most common writing mistake. I don't think they're doing too bad a job. They're establishing the characters like, oh yeah, this person knew our sister. We've seen them. We haven't seen them in 6 years, but we know them too. And it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Time to come here. It feels like it gets a little bigger. I think what's making it work for me, Kibby, is that they're not over-dialoguing. And lose even more crops. We've already learned a little bit about the state of this place. It's in a sorry, this is in a sorry state. They can't even get groceries the normal way. They have to go, like, physically out really far to get groceries. Do you know have you ever lived in the country, everyone? Has anybody lived in the country and knows the pain of just getting groceries? Oh, I should get some groceries. Yeah, okay, I'll go do an hour-and-a-half trip into town. Make it a day event just to get fucking food. Like, this soda hasn't been sold since the consortium left 40 years ago. This drink is green? I don't love that. Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe it's Mountain Dew. Yeah, I'm not drinking that. It's okay, I don't think we have money anyways. I don't think anybody would get mad if we kicked it. Last on the board is from 2 years ago. That's sad. Everyone up and leaves because there's no more work. What a shame. Someone's lost their cat. Wait, that's me. I lost my cat. How did I forget this? What did I forget with the dog? Hello, Rose. Oh dear, how did I get myself into this mess? Hello. Oh dang, of course it had to follow me. Hey Rose, is there a problem? Hey, look, it's the van. It's smoking. May have gone off the road a little. Oh, but wait, is it really you, my darling Saj? No, I'm big green chocolate flies. Well, you come and stay in my guard whenever you like. Tell me about your adventures later. I'm a little scared the van will catch fire. Well, it actually sounded like you meant it this time, Rose. I'm sorry, my reflexes aren't as sharp as they used to be. Don't worry, you'll fix it up in my garage. Neffel, thank you for being there for me. Although, we still don't have a driver's license. Well, it's a ship license. It's all the same, believe me. Thank you, Saj. I have a ship license, that's close enough. Off to the garage, yay. So, this is our travel van. I think I can leave it. How do I leave it? I don't think they're letting me leave it. And here's our world. I don't know much of it right now, but here it is. It is basically an open world game with some, I think there are some situations where it's like you can't go here, you can't go there, but it is indeed pretty open from what I remember in the demo. The second Strand type game. Careful with your driving, Saj. My little van is already pretty addicted. You said go faster, Rose? I will go faster. Don't worry, I'm in space pilot school. Like how Saj said that as I bound the car into the air twice. Yeah, show us what you got then. Yeah, space pilot. I'm a space pilot. So I know how to send the van airborne because I'm used to traveling in the air. Yay! That's fair, Kibby. I feel like they're trying to do a natural... because, like, we have a main character that knows these people, to some extent. Come on, Rose, let's take a look at your van. So there's, like... it's a case of the player needs to learn what the main character knows, basically. I'd be such a bother, aren't I? Relax, I like fixing stuff up. Want to take a look, too? Neff, come quick, get over here. How you go? Now, Saj? Saj? Everyone, gather around, Saj is back. Kid, you're here? Saj, it's been so long. See, like, all these characters. Who are they? I don't know, but the main character does. I'm so happy, hi! Let's not mess about, we need help here. Neff, I took the signal jammer down to the square like you asked. Even the Rietzas are having problems with signal jammers. I don't know what those are. What, now? But I don't have time. Little Saj, could you take care of the village folk when I see you, too? Okay. Fab. Thank you, sweetheart. Find you shortly. Use up high in the square. She needs our help. She's a friend of Garance's, too. I will note that all of this is actually... if you play the demo, you start in a completely different location. Ah, here we go. So one of the major collectibles is looking for chips. They're just going to be out anywhere, like these circuit boards. Different colors are different values, and they have different purposes. We need to collect them. So, I will look around. I think this is a teleporter. You're really kind to go and see Yuka in this square for Neffel. I'll meet you there. Give me 2 seconds. No problem. Bet that's the turbine, but I can't really see much out here. Either not with all the smoke. But that battery is overloaded. Clear the polarity of the terrace is not helping anything in the area. I think what works, Kibby, is that a lot of the dialogue... I don't have to engage a lot of the dialogue. I can just go on if I want to. But I can engage it if I want to, too. So many evenings my pals here. It's supposed to be the community pantry, but it's really convenient for us. Looks like it's still in use a bit. Meanwhile, there aren't many people left to come party anyway. My pals are scattered everywhere, haven't kept in touch with anyone. Yet I'm sure we could meet up again with Garance and Neffel and have a blast if nothing had happened. That looks like a pretty nice hangout spot. I want sweet and spicy with maple syrup. That sounds nice. I mean, I'm not sure about spicy. I'm not a very spicy person, but... Jump. I'm covered. I don't know what we need components for. Even in the demo, I was just collecting them and not really sure what they were for, but it's fun to collect things, so, you know, collecting. And I'm presuming they will not let me leave the city, or the town, I presume. Leaving would be over here. Thought so. That is a surprisingly immobile tire swing. You can vault in a lot of places, though, if you know what you're doing. It isn't just yellow marking areas. It is kind of just wherever you can manage to stand with something. You know? You know what you're doing. I don't like this art style, but I don't know why. I think it looks pretty nice, honestly. But I can kind of understand. There's a bit of a simplicity to it that may not be to everybody's cup. It is an art style, so naturally, you know, the style won't work for everybody. Yeah, that's the issue. People either complain, why does the game want me to care about these people? Why is it against it? I don't feel like this game is over-dialoguing me. Especially since a lot of it is up to B. The end of this area is jammered or getting access to networks. So here's a major plot point, too. There's jammers all over the place. It's the reason our map looks like nothing as well. So if we want to actually have the map rebuilt, we need to build the jammers too. And that is a major thing you gotta do in this game, as far as I understand. So where Clementon, Oliver, and Apricot live. But I have to be far enough away so I don't hear the crying at night. Oliver's medicine cabin is just down there. I came by because I kept hurrying myself exploring the surrounding ruins. Oliver's kind, never scolded me for falling down so much, not like Pop. He told me that one day I was going to get stuck at the top of a control tower. Oh well. Well, until Abergon's climb to attend to the space station, then we'll see what Oliver has to say then. But yeah, this is, what do you call... This is one of those games where the player is invited to learn about the main character's life. I think that's a good way to put it, right? Stuffed tiger, so cute. I'm not gonna read all the dialogue because a lot of it's incidental. You don't have to read this. Separates names for faces already. This game starts at first gear. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, movies have done it too. You know, sometimes you learn stuff with a main character in a story, and sometimes the main character knows a ton of stuff the viewer doesn't, and they just learn through interactions. I don't think either storytelling type is bad. They both have their, you know, they can both be done well and poorly, depending on how it's handled, but... A camera? This device looks at least 40 years old. What was it set to look at? That's a good question. That other rock? Not sure. Ow. Figuring out what you could climb on is kind of a challenge, I suppose. Red place. Naturally, it's a good place. You start things in the middle of action, you don't have to explain things, purposeful confusion. Yeah, it can be done well. It can be done poorly as well. Like, it's not vibing with you, Kimmy. What do the rest of you feel? How are the rest of you feeling about this so far? That storm is very ominous. I suppose it just exists here and everybody accepts it. This garden is so cool. It's a good thing she's here. Without her, we'd really struggle to have enough fresh vegetables for everyone. One year, the Trask had destroyed all of the crops. Here's one thing I don't like when it comes to these drop you in the middle of the story sort of situations. What is the Trask? Is it some sort of monster? Had to pull together to get by Space City rations. Much prefer fresh tomatoes over powdered nutrients. Okay, what is this flag called? Hello, they hate it. It's a mix of numerous things, so I don't know what the name of it is. Is it just the LGBT flag? Is that just what it's called? It's like a variation of the pride flag, with more to it. I see more bands to it. Anyways, that's kind of cool. The Trask is an unkillable D&D monster. Well, it does sound like a threat. Let's grow the plants. That seems good. Shark. I'm not sure why I turned that on, but I'm assuming that was a good thing for me to do. The progress flag. Is that what's actually called? I'm floating. I glitched the game. Odd that I can't jump over waist-high fences, but alright. Okay, this is where they want me to be. I'm gonna leave then. Let's look around a bit more. Let's see. I think I like... So, this art style is one I don't always like, but I like how it's done here. I think the amount of, like, detail and clutter and stuff works well with this simple... Like, it's, the art style is what we would call, by and large, it's textureless. It's not completely textureless, but by and large, you have very limited textures. So limited textures can look good if you detail them correctly without, well, textures. And I think this game does have a number of details and does still texture things, just not heavily. There are still textures in the environment, of course, but there's less so than some games would have. Nappies. Sounds a little pretentious, but I'll accept it. Oh, that's not pretentious. I'm just discussing the method of which they were putting the art together, basically. There's a lot of places where I could just sit down and have a view. So clearly they like how clearly the developers enjoyed how they designed the environments, because there's little places where you could sit down and just look. All right, I've had enough of a break. Let's go outside. I mean, the flag being called the progress flag. Oh, that. Yeah, that does sound a little pretentious. I agree. I'd more prefer just to call it what it is rather than... I mean, I get it. It's supposed to represent progress, but... I think the problem with calling it the progress flag is simply that that's a very vague term. Like, there's numerous things in society that we need to progress. That is one of them. But it's not the only thing. So when you call something the progress flag, it kind of limits what else you can call progress, you know? Well, it's not implying that other things are progress, but it is not giving focus to other things that also should be focused on progress too. I feel like it's not global enough, you know, to call it that. Or rather, it's trying to be global, but it's not actually addressing all the issues that societies have progressed with, so it's kind of a weird term to use, I feel. I am now allowed to climb higher. I just call it an updated pride flag myself. That sounds completely reasonable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling it a pride flag. That's what it is too. Experienced athlete makes solids jump 100 times. I've done it. I've flailed about enough to get an achievement. Good work, me. Carrots and Nephilim used to come here often when I was little. I was not allowed to follow them. They said I was too small. How nice it is to be a grown-up. Now I can come here whenever I want. A nice view. For how it would have been to live in Estella as a teenager. Of all the people who left, it got way less interesting. Alright, let's progress the plot. Hello. What's up? So happy to see you again. Why is that word yellow? Came back to help us destroy this jammer. The connection is gone. I'll do my best. We'll work on this for days, kid. You're not going to be the one to fix stuff. Go back to your space city. Enough, Safra. Don't speak like that to Saj. But it's true, isn't it? Nephilim's been searching for an answer forever. How does Saj, but I said. Saj is going to use my unjammer. If you want this thing to stop jamming things, can I just, like, break it? Wouldn't just wanton destruction solve this problem, technically? Also, thank you, Parker. I think I've heard this in D&D before, yeah. And also, thank you for that as well, Sirio. I understand calling it the progress flag in the sense that, like, they progressively added more to the design, you know? So that technically the flag did progress. It progressed from one state with one set of symbols, and now it has additions to it. So technically the flag progressed. So there is that usage, that nomenclature makes sense. So what's an unjammer? Been waiting for you for weeks. I've had quite a few delivery contracts. What's that thing of a jig? I didn't move the single jammer to the square for nothing. I built an electromagnetic forming transducer which will enable electromagnetic waves to be created. In turn, they will destroy the jammer from the inside thanks to an artificial ultra-precise pulse which reverses polarity. Why don't we just, like, hit it with a hammer until it stops doing the stupid jamming thing? Why do we gotta be all fancy about this? Why can't we just, like, throw it off a cliff and repeatedly until it stops doing that or something? Why don't we just use the percussive solution here? That seems complicated. No, Saj, go ahead. The honor's all yours. Alright, you can do it. Yeah, well, actually, wait, you are correct. The consortium used to, like, hang out here and then they left. I think this is a consortium device. So perhaps if it was just brutally destroyed, they would come back and be like, hey, you can't do that. We're going to throw you in jail. So maybe we just need to have a finer tuned approach to this so that it doesn't, like, set off an alarm or something. That's possible, actually. Okay, let's see how this works. That was easy. Hey! Here's a question, though. Why did the consortium jam this planet, though, before leaving? That seems like kind of a dick move for no reason. Well played, Saj. It's true that it's quicker than going to the desert to bury it. So yeah, so they were considering burying it too. It does seem like they don't want to destroy it; they want to deactivate it. Though, granted, it is now smoking, so I guess we kind of destroyed it too. Finally, I'll be able to check my messages. All right, well, there's always other ones. Hey, I took that camera. Who's that? Oh. Oh. Who dat? Who dat person? They seemed interesting, but ominous as well. Well, kids, I'm back. I missed my Saj busted up my signal jammer with my unjammer. That's great. The rest isn't going to go smoothly. We need to smash up the remaining signal jammers. I am so ready. Enthusiastic, I like it. What's more, that'll help us to better pinpoint the source of signal. Yeah, so basically we gotta take out the jammers or we won't be able to find the distress signal we're looking for. You know where they are? Not exactly, but I've come up with plans for an antenna which can help detect them. Let's go build it right now. Hold your horses. I don't have enough recycled parts in the garage to build it. Would you like me to help you find some? Yeah, that would be perfect. Here, I need to analyze the framework of the signal jammers that's broken. And another thing, don't you know where my father went? He wasn't at the cafe. Yes, he left to look for the nomads in the desert. He didn't want to wait for me to come back to lend him the van. Still so stubborn. Come see me in the garage when you got a moment. Did you drop me off at home in the van, please? Yeah, of course. Okay. Easy enough. How much jam is there? Too much for a sandwich, I bet. Okay, I guess I gotta go back though. Good to see you around here, honey. Say, you look a lot like Garanzi now. Yeah, I'll be the same age as she was soon. I'll never get over it. Wait, hold on. I saw that rap, I had to. Ah, home sweet home. Okay, what does this James Savage get a shotgun? I don't think we get weapons in this. Still gonna be home. Your house is absolutely gorgeous. So my big green cocky plant. Oh, she remembered my dialogue choice from earlier. That's actually kind of nice. I like that. I know you're talking about something important of Nethel. What's all this I hear about a signal? Ah. A what signal? What's wrong, sweetheart? I just don't know. I feel lost. I don't know what to do. Received a distress signal from Garan's spaceship, but she disappeared 6 years ago on this blasted planet. Where should I even look? The comms are all blocked. I can help you. Even I had an inkling about what needs to be done, I have no way of traveling the desert anyway. If I try to go there on foot, I'm going to disappear like she did. Saj, listen to me. It's totally stupid to come back here. Why must I always rush it blindly without thinking? I'm so fed up with this. I have no plan whatsoever. Saj, I'm trying to talk to you. Listen to the elderly lady. She's an elderly lady in a video game, so she knows what she's going to talk about. I don't know if you're going to find what you're looking for, but I'm sure you're capable of finding the signal source. You get there if you take my van. No doubt about that. What if I wreck it? I don't want to hear it. Take these keys and go discover your planet. However, my van is the only vehicle that's still working around here. It's the last exploration van left by the consortium. I decided to keep it when the Tarrasque incident happened 40 years ago. As everyone left for other planets to pursue the Helios project, all the other vans became wrecks. So I'm relying on you to carry on helping the people of Sagalo. Yeah, I won't forget. Okay, come and have some tea in the house. I'll make you feel better. See, you really hit the spot. It's getting late. You want to sleep? Yeah. I think I have one problem with the dialogue. I don't think there's too much of it. I think that they're doing a pretty good job not wasting my time, so to speak. Oh, look, I found a jammer. But I do think the dialogue is a little bit flat, right? The way the characters talk. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it. Yay, alright. Like, it's just... I don't feel like there's a lot of personality in the dialogue. I don't feel like it's wasting my time or anything. Sleeping Rose House is so much quieter than Space City. Like it's delivery. Like there's no spelling mistakes. The grammar is fine. The characters are sharing information. It's delivering everything that you need to in dialogue, but it's not very interesting. You know, the dialogue itself, it's a little flat. It gets everything it needs to do. It's written fine and it gets the information across, but the characters feel a little flat. Well, not the characters, specifically just how the writing is done feels a little flat. Which I gotta wonder, is this game was definitely made by a French studio. I wonder if the French version of this dialogue is a lot, like, more, I wonder if the French version of the dialogue is more natural. Because I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's just the English version. Honestly, though, I don't have any real issues. It's just a nitpick. Seems like they're waiting for you in the village. They're probably planning something for you. What do you mean? Go see for yourself. I need to take a rest. Okay. Yeah, it was a pleasure spending an evening chatting with you. It reminds me of what I did say with Ron when she popped in. Really? What are you doing sticking around here? Let's go fight a venture. Hey, leave off a bit. I just got here. She flinched and slept. Okay. Yeah, I when I played the demo, I didn't feel particularly invested in the characters, but I did like the world. That was so like, I think this is one of those games where you might like the dialogue, you might not like the dialogue, but there's other stuff besides dialogue. So it's not a huge deal. Like, because I personally like this world design, at least this first area. I like the white limestone. I think that's limestone. White limestone gives a good vibe, or sandstone maybe. Just looks neat. White, wild, calm, mellow. It's edible. I don't like it. Didn't like it when I was little. It's mine now. It's meant to be medicinal, but it's often used in salads. Nothing wrong with that. I'm whelmed. You're whelmed, huh? It's such a word. I know what I want to do, but how do I do it? Ah, right here. I want to climb her house, but I need to find the right place to do it. Oh, fair!
After years of just watching and talking, I can finally give you some financial support with my own money. I hope this helps, pretty girl. Carrot.
It does. Thank you very much for that. I have been honestly bleeding money. I have dipped... My finances has dipped to an all-time low recently, and it doesn't feel good. I think I'll be okay thanks to Essler, but it still doesn't feel good, you know? Thank you for that. I really appreciate the support. I legitimately can only continue to do this streaming thing if people do support. So, I appreciate it. I don't like begging, but it is true that if you guys like something that is being created with effort, then you definitely need to support that effort, or it probably can't happen forever. Effort cannot be expended for free forever. It's just, unfortunately, not how the world works. I think a lot of you know. Thank you for the support, everyone who has supported, whether it be through donations or watching. Either way, it does help. Holy cow, I threw up in this flower pot that one time. I like how I went from a heartfelt statement about finances to, holy cow! This is the flower pot I puked in. How do you remember that, Saj? What the hell? Rose offered me some sweets by him all in one city. It must have been fertilizer. The sweets were fertilized? Okay, that's a bad mistake. Ooh, chocolate! That's not chocolate! You remember what you throw up in. I guess so. Cane, sugar cane? Can I have some cereal? Ooh. Man, you know what I would like? I'd like to get a piece of, just a natural piece of sugar cane and just chew on it. That sounds nice. Yeah, this is a game where you are encouraged to bumble around and explore, basically. So look around and see what you find. Oh no! I saw something I was going to find, but then I fell. I really appreciate that you can grab a ladder mid-jump, so you don't have to climb the whole thing. I really appreciate that. Let's try that again. See, I saw that red light, and I was like, aha. As you might expect, common components are going to be easy enough to find, uncommon components are going to be out of the way, and then there's a rare component, which requires some real cleverness to find, usually. This is what we call a platforming puzzle game, where the puzzle is how to platform. You look at an area and you're like, how do I get there? You know? It's an interesting door. Can I open it? Satellite. Yeah, if we open the map, I think there's a jammer over there or something, but we're supposed to go back there. What is that? Curry. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what that is. Yeah, you can now we can ride in the van anytime we want. It controls pretty well. It's a pretty revvy little thing. Just goes right off wherever you tell it to. But as you might imagine, I believe it gets upgrades too, like a little sonar, so you can go like honk honk, and then like it tells you about nearby objects, then you can hop out and go find them. But for now, I'm just gonna look around. I remember an old man. It was a little baddie. He tried to go out to sea of his boat. He returned with his hull full of holes. The water was too acidic, especially when you move away from the shoreline. Oh, the water's all acidic. Well, again, this is a it's got an achievement for stepping in the water. Questionable waters. This is a planet past its prime. It's interesting, though, isn't it? Kind of a post-apocalyptic, but not, like, disastrous kind of vibe. This is kind of lonely. People have left because this planet got screwed over. People left. There's not many people here. The place is a bit arid now. But you know what? There's still flamingos. So, you know? Flamingos. I'm being inspected. Everybody is whelmed with this game. I think this game's a chill vibe, but I definitely don't think it would impress everyone. I'm gonna turn that on. Hey, wait, come back. I think I messed up again. Uh-oh. Off it goes. I don't know where it went. I turned this thing on. I'm not sure what the turning this on does, but, you know. Apocalypse is over. No need for fighting conflict or all that. Outside for recovery and repairs. That's basically it, yeah. So there's a signal jammer over here. I bet I see it right there on top of that building. Oh, hey. What I kind of dig is that the items you can pick up, they either are obvious plants that stand out, or they're starting to have a bit of a glow like this. Love this cave. When I used to go there, I felt like such an adventurer. Dad and Pop especially did not like that. The tide started coming in, I wouldn't have had enough time to get out, said Dad. You also forget there hasn't been a tide for a while now. The consortium took control of Segal's only moon, and then stripped it and tore it apart. At the end of the day, I don't really want to jump into Acid Sea and Dissolve. Okay, that's actually a bit of a plot dump right there. We don't know too much about the Consortium, but what we do know is they looked at Seagal's moon and were like, that's free resources, and they literally destroyed it for resources. Wow. You know, you do need that for, like, oceanic tides. So obviously Consortium caused the apocalypse to some degree. Literally, deleting a planet's moon is not good for the planet, typically. Also, yeah, I don't think games need conflict. I think just having a chill time is actually quite nice. You don't always need to have a fight. You don't always need to... Or rather, actually redefine what you mean by conflict, though. Think about it. This game has conflict. It's just that conflict happened before we got here. You know? Obviously, the Consortium were a bunch of dicks and ruined this planet. That's conflict. I mean, they literally mined the moon away. That is conflict for sure. However, it was before our time, because we're just a kid, basically. Well, we're an adult, but young adult, so... Let's go over... Actually, I find it rather intriguing if a game is like, there was a conflict and now it's over, and now you're playing the game. I do think that's interesting, like, to set a game after a conflict. Just... severe ADHD. So if you have bad ADHD, maybe this game won't be holding your attention, sure. I can accept that, but you gotta keep in mind that a game like this is valuable. Games with a chill vibe like this definitely have a value. Especially with how fucking stressful our world is these days. These games are definitely worth having around. Definitely worth having around. Now, I do agree, by the way. I think the dialogue is a little... it's okay. But... the nice thing about this game, and I experienced this for the demo, is... yeah, there's people to talk to and quests to do, but... I mean, as I'm demonstrating right now, you can also just... chill and run around. And thus, even if you don't like the dialogue, I think this game has... you know... things to enjoy. 1 Rose Street, 2 Hydro Post. Rose's Villa is super viewable. I desperately want to play hide and seek at the Hydro Post. Oh yeah, also if you get a loss from the van, you can hit Y to just go back to the van. That's quite nice, actually. Also, let's do our first dungeon. This is the Hydro Post. Let's do it. Park the van here for a reason. Charm stream right now is pretty much how I play Genshin. Well, again, this game does encourage... I don't know if you noticed, but I constantly find things. Like, my random wanderings are finding me all sorts of things, so... like, it is a legitimate... it is legitimately accepted and encouraged for me to randomly explore, so... I also think that gives a good demonstration of this game, again, because I haven't played the demo. Having played the demo before, I think me randomly exploring would demonstrate the vibe of this game pretty well. Alright, first dungeon. Before I go in the proper way, though. See where things pick up. Again, I do think the art style works for this game. I can tell what they're trying to do. Hello, duckos. Oh, I have friends now. You want to join the others? This one only wants to stare. Also, cuddly toy. This cuddly toy is super cute. I can put it on Abricot's bed in order to give them a surprise. Apricot, by the way, the game hasn't defined this, but because I played the demo, Apricot's is a baby in this. Two of their parents are people we know. They're technically the youngest person on the planet, effectively now. Back then, I enjoyed hiding in among these pipes. I come here to seek refuge when I was sad or fed up with my parents. Dad Pop did not enjoy that, though. Everybody else was too big to come and look for me here. One time, Rose manager convinced me to come out. She promised to make my fave cake. It wasn't the cake that brought me out in the end, though. Rather, it was simply I didn't want to disappoint her. I later learned that Jurassic Storm was cooking up some acid rain. The whole village was panicking because they couldn't find me. Ah, kids. So obviously we have acid rain and acid seas. So this planet's pretty fucked. But people are still chilling out here. I found the void, and it stared back at me. So there were wrecked cars around the game. Why couldn't they salvage wrecked cars and make more cars or other stuff needed? I think the fact is that nobody needed a car. I mean, like, I guess a few people could, but like, there's so few people here now that it's like nobody cared that much, you know? It kind of feels like it didn't matter all that much. Like, the one car is enough. Everybody left this planet because, well, can you really blame them if there's acid rain and the seas are all acidic and there used to be a moon, so now there isn't, and thus the tides are all fucked, which probably messes up the biomes of everything. It's kind of a world nobody wants to be in anymore. The other guy didn't even have a driver's license. Not that anybody would probably care here, but yeah. Oh, I see that. Huh. Oh, I could have climbed up to that earlier. I didn't even see it. Secrets. It's still kind of pretty. There is something pretty about a world past its prime. A biped? Still in collection prohibited. Okay, that's our first boss fight in this dungeon. I'll go say hi to him in a second. Triangle sandwich. The consortium's latest recipe. It's more than 30 years old. Oh no. Can we trust this? That's true. If you don't know how to drive a car, it is good to know how to drive a car before driving a car. I do see your point there. So I guess we can put cuddly toys on the baby's bed in the other town. That's kind of wholesome, actually. I like that. Let's see here. Really, there are chills in a jumble like that. It's a strange little camp. They're not Nephils and they're not Clementines. I do think the game did a good job introducing something during that introduction sequence. Who was that mysterious person? Did anybody notice them? Was anybody watching during that point? There was this mysterious, like, cloaked person that... They also had an ominous music vibe. I don't know who they are. I wonder what their deal is. Nah, I can't make that. Oh well. It's worth a try. There's a zip line here. Hey, a pulley. Okay, fair enough. Or I can just do that. Ah, here we go. Rare component. It was on the side of the machine. Yellow. Rare component. This is the ones that's really hard to find, obviously. I don't think I was supposed to get this yet, but you know. There's another pulley I can't use yet. I'm gonna guess it's just an automated radio station. Okay, I can't possibly make that. I will have to leave that for later. I also say this because if you guys thought I was super clever just doing that immediately, I actually did that during the demo in this area. I figured out I could climb in that pipe. I also spent a rather long time trying to get over there, and I could not do it, so I'm not going to try. Because you know how I am. Whether I'm streaming or not, if I see a way of sequence breaking in a game by just like going somewhere I'm not supposed to, I am so going to try to do that. Because like, absolutely, that's fun for me. Wait, only 5 minutes left, but nothing happened. Well, stuff happened. I do agree, though. That was a very quick hour. The demo, by the way, ended after I went to the village and did a few side quests. The biped is too close to collection. Step back! Hello? Hello, biped. I require help! Yeah, what do you want? This door is blocked. I cannot operate outside. Why would you want to go outside? I need to complete my collection. I could consider giving it an item if you help me. Why not? What's wrong with the door? The switch is on the mezzanine. Mezzanine inaccessible. Okay, there's a ladder right there. Yeah, okay. Agree to help? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I can help myself, to be honest. Now this robot is dangerous. Why is this robot locked up as well? Is the biped sufficiently agile? That should do it. Outside world's many items from my collection. I like how the robots in this ruined world, having no purpose anymore because there's nobody to serve, have just gone like, well, I guess I'll do my own thing. Perfectly human is very close to button. The biped deserves a reward. Oh, cool. Thank you, biped. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's the first time I get help from a human. Yeah, no kidding. Must not have seen many nice humans while working on exploiting Sagallo. Yes, humans in the past were not nice. Now, there's still a few left. The historian thinks the very planet is just a resource, and robots, just like humans, are their tools. It seems like the outside has not changed, but the biped may take a collection item as a gift. Thank you, little robot. Look after yourself. Human has completed the task. Exploring outside is possible. The total of accessible items has increased by more than 1 million%. Happy. I like robot interactions. Now, the flat writing kind of works. Like I said, the dialogue is kind of a little bit flat. Kind of works when you're talking to a robot, though. Guess I'll take this. D-Rink. This microcomputer allows you to manage automatic plant irrigation, essential to maintain a garden in Sagallo. Looks like Rose could use that. The biped has very good taste. Thank you. I feel like my overall card game will be more interesting because it has hot rods and explosive monsters. I mean, I'm not down. I'm totally down for an action-packed open world card game. By the way, I'm looking forward to see what you do with that. I think being able to chill out a little bit though is also nice, you know. You gotta have different vibes. This vibe, that vibe, you know, mix it up. Different games, different vibes. So I believe the components are used to upgrade different things with the mechanic lady in the town. For instance, I mentioned the car can get a sonar. I believe that's something that requires components. It's basically what I use to pay for that, pay for upgrades. Oh, hello. Yikes. Be careful of those big horns of yours. Ah. Chef Boone. Hello. Ah! Look here. You watch your tongue, please. Hey, watch it. Ridiculously fluffy. Ah. We found the Estler area. Is Estler when we need him? That's a good question. You seem almost climbable. You're very big. Oh, can't do it. Hi, do you want the, Okay. I mean, I think I have sight for our garden. Maybe I should just put it up myself? Or maybe it's the garden in the town, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I put it. Cute. Very cute. Must be a proper place to put this. It's certainly a side quest item. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the van actually relocates itself nearby me if I go wandering a little bit. I actually rather appreciate that. I don't think it did that in the demo. I think that's something they added for the full release, which I appreciate that. That's actually quite convenient. With the van just kind of casually following me around so I can get back to it easy. We'll vibe with this a little bit longer. Not too much longer, maybe a half hour at most. But you get the vibe. Haven't played the entire demo. The demo ended after I did some side quests around town. The demo ended right when it was about to let me into the desert, actually. Which is basically out this way. So basically I was able to explore kind of this area in the demo. I think that what you've seen of the game so far, though, is a pretty good representation of it, from what I gather. So this is probably a game that is either... Like, some of you guys were saying that this game, you feel whelmed with this game, and I think that's an accurate statement for the game, without being mean to it. It's not a game that's seeking to overwhelm you. It's, by no means, it's not even trying that, right? It wants to be a chill vibe, so naturally you would feel whelmed. Because it's not trying to stress you out, it's not trying to be super bombastic. It's just trying to be a vibe. So, I think whelmed is a good description for this game. So, when the game is being very indie, it is being very indie. Between the music and such, it feels like there's an artfulness the developers were going for. Fortunately, I don't think it's... I don't feel it's pretentious. I feel like it could be... It could nudge into pretentiousness if it went further with it, but as it stands, I do not consider the game pretentious. But I mean, what do I expect? These, as far as I can tell, these are French developers. The French invented pretentiousness, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a few vibes like that. Hey there, Zex. How you doing? I found a death hole. This looks like a good place to get stuck. One of those little video game crannies that make no sense. There we go, I made it. There's no reason to be up here, is there? Oh no, pretentiousness is global. I'm just having a little go at the French because it's funny. It's all in good fun. There is a lot of pretentious French media, though. I'm not wrong about that. Listen, I got British people in my staff. I've gotten used to them having to go against French because that's just like it's like a British thing. It's just like a British pastime, I think. Nygold is a wonderful person. Yeah, I have no problem with French people. Don't get me wrong. I might have a little bit of a go if I see, oh, this culture tends to have a lot of pretentious art or tends to go with this style that I think is a little silly. That doesn't mean I hate that country or that culture at all. I think every culture is valuable. I think every culture matters. And Nygold's an amazing person, by the way. Oh, look, a mushroom. This species seems to be edible. What do I know? Well, let's just eat it and find out. Mushrooms, I don't really like them, some will. Mushrooms. Oh, this is a Renetto grave. When the Renettos choose to die, they set off into the desert to bury themselves. That means their memories can be passed to future generations. Sometimes there are small mushrooms growing nearby. It's customary to pick them and feed them to the young Tetas. I gotta watch where I'm stepping. Oh, by the way, I forgot, there's non-humanoid races. Would you guys like to see a non-humanoid race? I completely forgot this. I should probably show you guys. Yeah, just, go this way. Did I go up there? I think I did. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's furry appeal. I wouldn't call them furry, but they are very interesting. Hold on. I just remembered them for the demo. I'm like, wait a minute, I should show that. Yeah, they are at the village, so I'll just head over to the village. Should be easily able to find them. A whole host of contradictory feelings when it comes to this village. As you do of any place you've grown up in, technically. What's this? Neffel, great news. Rose let me advance. I'm going to set off in search of a distress signal, but I have no idea where to start. That's great. She trusts you big time. Been on the trail of these drivers for a while now. I've been around with designs for the tools to find them. So you need to get the necessary parts to build them yourself. The parts meaning, I already found some. Electronic parts are just lying around, broken devices, that kind of thing. I'm extracting the rare metals and microcontrollers I'm missing for them. Careful, no, they don't all have the same value. Most components are only interesting for their transistors and their coils. However, some consortium devices contain rare parts of metals. I think you can find quantum crystals. Wow. Alright, gather components and put in mortar. Yep. And then we can make tools. Also, we can get electronics as a reward for quests. And there's the gameplay loop. Finally, I have to get back to Neffel's garage. I am here. So we need 13 and 5 to build this scatter, basically. It takes several days for the tool base, so all his residents move on to other things. You'll no longer be able to help them with the current tasks. Oh, that's right. So, if you do certain actions, you advance time and can miss side quests and stuff. But at least the game tells you about it. But it does say no one has tasks for you. So we're allowed to make the tool. I will do so at the end of the session, though. I'll come back for that, regardless. But let me go find the peoples. They should be upstairs. Oh yeah, that's the way out to the desert. You caught a Ralph? Good work. Let's see if the nomads figure out this harvest problem once for all. Don't worry about me. I'll be back soon. Okay. We're gonna have to wait for Dad to come back. All right, so let's go find the non-humanoids. I think they're up here. Yeah, here they are. Oh, the Renettos are back. Oh, Ron, it's been such a long time. How are you? Those jabbers are a nightmare. Don't worry, they're with Neffel, though. Yeah, Neffel, anyway, they promised to get rid of it quickly. I'm still waiting. I'll check with them. Apart from that, are you good? Yeah, sorry, the whole business is stressful. That was just a mycelium, and we're late with the Teta's cycle. Frog people, yep. I can't imagine. Good luck. Fuscus. Zod, you're back. How you been? Take care of the Tetas at our cave as usual. Try to meet you there. Have to see you during our weekly trip to the village. I don't mind Rana, they're on the edge lately. Frogs, people that are also connected to mushrooms, and they die in mushroom circles, and then there's a cycle of life thing. Actually, if I recall from the demo, I talked to a young frog person who was basically like... Oh, hi, I remember you from my previous life's memories, basically, or something. So, like, they have an interesting life-death cycle. Hey, Saj, you look like in great shape. Sad face. Yeah, this guy here, I think. Hello. Hello? Hyla, and you're Saj, right? Exactly, nice to meet you. I got your name for the other Renedo's memories. I was still at Tedo's not so long ago. Well, welcome, Hyla. Is everything okay until now? I do whatever I can, do some archive work. Yeah, they transition their memories between existences. Or something like that. It's interesting, you know? Hey, let's go talk to that guy that was an asshole to us. Oh, let's talk to her, too. Hi. Hey, Esther. Hey, you calling me? That's right, so happy to be back. Everyone missed you so much. I shouldn't have ghosted everyone. Doesn't matter, we all have our worries. Daxel's here. Tough luck for him. I told the village we're going to have a big get-together. He won't get back. Give me a hand. We'll get something good to shout out on. We're missing Clementine's tapenade, Oliver's goat cheese, and Saffron's bread. Tapenade. I've heard of that. Could you bring some of your homemade mint diabolo? I love it. Okay. Grab everything, pop over. Together for me. That's so nice. Need to see Clementine, Oliver, and Saffron. Let's do it. Hi. So long possible to ask us to the concert shop, so I wouldn't be able to order medicine anymore. No way! Luckily, Nefo's taken up the baton as a delivery person. Rose is there to lend a hand by dropping out deliveries to her van. Cool to be able to rely on one sibling. What is tapenade? Does anybody know what tapenade is? I'm trying to remember. I was having a whole load. Let's take a look. I got it. A few crushed olives and a lot of love. Is this just black olive mush? I mean, it sounds good. I like black olives. We could have missed the quest if we advanced time. I think so, maybe. I'm not really sure, though. I am unfamiliar... Because, like, I think in the demo I never bothered to check. If that happened. Because I'm always really paranoid with video games. I'm like, I don't like to miss these things. Oh, there's the kid. Oliver, you haven't introduced me to this little terror. Saj, hello, this is Apricot. My Clementine's baby. Hey, Apricot. Cheese! Apricot's favorite word. Oh, there you go. I'm just here to grab some stuff to get together, too. Awesome, help yourself. Did you hear that, Apricot? You have some cheese this evening. Cheese! Kid has his priorities straight. Found cheese from a goat, but where do you get the milk? Well, we saw a goat. How's the village's health overall? Oh, Esther, you missed sheep. But I may have shared it with you in a post a long time ago. I'm not really sure. Let's see here, then. I put down toys. There we go. I'll find all the toys. I'm really high up now. Let's see. I see that. Nope, not quite. Saw two goats. We also saw a sheep, though. The goat population is dominating, which is probably going to upset Essler, but... Red. Osage, what is it you want? Come on, I know you can be nice. Watch your tone, young lady. Come on, don't be a pain. Don't be a pain. Tell me again, how have you kept anyone updated since you took off? Right, you're probably just here for the bread. Grab some then. Listen, I'm sorry. That's right, I didn't say touch with anyone for the village, but you don't have to be such a pain in the neck about it. Thank you for teaching me baking back when I was little. It was fun. It's true, I am stubborn. I'm sorry, I hope we get the chance to team up again. It's cool to have you as my little apprentice. We really need help here to become self-sufficient when it comes to food. Why not? I'll grab you a loaf. See you later for drinks. Bread. He makes everything from A to Z, and it's like he funnels his resentment at the world into every step. It's resentment bread. The best type of bread. Maybe you have some usage here? The bread is baking, that's all. I've ordered some more flour. And voila. The real problem here is that everyone is leaving. There's no work anymore. I mean, I feel for the guy. I can understand his sour attitude, given the situation of the planet. Probably be sour, too. Do you guys... do you want to see a sheep, Bessler? I will do that after the party. The baker being a pain in the neck. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Time's kind of make conversation. Bye. I feel like this game is either going to be up your alley or not, based on whether or not you enjoy the player does not know what the main character knows type of narrative. Because for some people, I think that's irritating, but for others, it's fun to learn the world as the main character just talks to people, because the main character knows everything, so you just glean stuff as they talk to people. Like, that is a narrative device. I think some people would find it frustrating. I find it frustrating if it's handled poorly. I got components. Excellent. Cheese. Someone is lactose intolerant. Nothing. Something disastrous about to happen here. Apricot, do you need to go potty? Cheese! Need to go cheese. Okay. The fridge for bread is pain. Oh! Okay, that's actually quite clever. Components. So by hosting this party, we get components. Also, we lived in Space City. What is Space City? Oh, just Space Cities. Hey, Saj, it's great seeing everyone turn out just to see you. Yeah, so nice. You know, it's my first party of humans. I gotta take a picture of everything in order to document. Remember the parties held in your cave when I was little. Music was so beautiful. I wasn't born at that time. I've seen those parties in my memories. I'll never forget today's party. This get-together is really cute. Yay, give me parts. The relationship of humans is still not very developed. I think that's very identifiable. I think everybody can agree with that. Yeah, same here. My relationship with humans is still not very developed. Yeah, that's a fucking mood. Kilo Frog, right? Yeah. Alright, I think it's probably time I go to look at the sheet for Estlin. Zoop. That saves me time. If I leave the van somewhere and then I fast travel to it, then it's like I'm using it as a work point at that point. It's kind of useful. Big sheep. I think I'll do one last thing before we switch games. Because I am aware of one more interesting interaction that I could do from the demo. I believe it requires me to go to that place right there. Which looks like, you know, that's one of the other jammers, so let's just go take it out right now. Oh, there's a person over here. A person, you could say? Yes, hello. Oh, Curry, it's you. It depends, who's asking? Oh, Sanj, happy to see you again, youngster. It's been years, thought you disappeared the storm. I was at Space City. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I am not responsible for anything. Anyway, you're here now. Tell me, are you busy? Yeah, forget about what you're doing. I have a way more important mission for you. Tell me, I could probably help. I need food. Why don't you get it yourself? Too old to be running around. So you're telling me you're hungry? No, my old pal Poivron's come for a visit. Whenever the nomads come, I prepare a feast for them. I absolutely need 10 Mava sausages, 10 sandwich triangles, and 10 barras de junior synthetic. Wild common mallows for the appetizers. I'll make a salad. I need something local, fresh, and colorful. Should find some of the Caligula's codes. Triangle sandwich for the main dish. I'll make a sandwich cake called Smorgastarta? Huh. I think you can find some in the ruins. It's about the only thing we ate back in the day. It's synthetic cereal bars for the dessert. I'll use it to bake a cake. Ooh, cereal bar cake. That sounds fucking lovely. Find some of Skull's nomad caps. I always leave them some there in case the nomad gets lost and needs something to eat. No, it's a lot, so I'll send you a recap on Toaster. And he sounds like a feast. Can I come? We'll see. You have to earn it. Come on. Told you we'll see. Anyway, I have to go. I need the food. Okay, boss. That's a big quest you got there. You're missing... Wow, you're very lanky. You got very upset that I was missing some. Like, dude, just give me a giant fucking order. Give me a minute. They didn't translate everything. No, they did not. Self-driving... Well, the car does sort of teleport nearby me sometimes. Anyways, yeah, did you see that? Where'd she go? She's not here now. Very mysterious. She might be a ghost. Oh, there we go. This is the entire area you can explore before going to the desert. It ends over here in the south. You can't go any further. Again, played the demo, so I know these things. Okay, here's the order. Yes. Yeah, you see the main flow of the game. Explore, do some side quests, take out jammers, grab your components so you can build upgrades to the vehicle, and probably other things. Chill out. Have a good vibe. Is this game for everyone? Absolutely not. If you want something more action-packed, you're not going to get it here, probably. That being said, I bet this game does have quite the climax, because... Well, I mean, if you look at the map... The storm is, like, off that direction. You might have to go to the storm later. That might be quite a place. But, yeah. It's a good game. Not for everyone, but if you're looking for something to chill out with, I think it's a pretty solid experience. I wish the writing was a little bit better. I do think it's just simply flat because... I think the dialogue is just a little flat because it's a case of French developer... translate game to English. The English wasn't quite as refined as the French because, you know, again, ESL, so English is a second language. That being said, it's completely fine. It's just a bit rudimentary, the English translation. Caravan SandWitch, I'd say it's a pretty solid game, as long as you're in for a more chill experience. If you're looking for something action-packed, probably not for you. Otherwise, maybe consider it. The only real hurdle for picking up this game is that it costs 25 USD, I believe. Currently 10% off for right now since it just came out recently. But yeah, it's a little bit expensive. I would say wait for a sale on it. I don't know if it's really a $25 game. I feel like it looks like it has quite a bit of content, but given the chill pace and the kind of limited mechanics when you get down to it, It's more of a vibe game, and I don't know if I think I'd spend more like 15 on it personally. That's the main problem. So I would say wait for a sale, maybe a half off sale, so you can keep it on your wish list, take a look around for it to reduce the price, maybe pick it up then. The main problem I have with this game is honestly its price tag. I think it's completely fine, it's just too expensive. But if you can get it for a nice price, Caravan SandWitch might be worth your time. Go check it out if you're interested. I do give it a cautious recommendation, as long as you can get a good deal with it.